Hey guys, welcome back to the Better Project. With the year coming to the end, I thought I would jump on and do a recap for this year and some goals for next year. So this year has been a really big year for me. I've jumped out of my comfort zone and I've learnt a lot about myself, business, everything. I started the year at university studying sport and exercise science. I wanted to do strength and conditioning, but I just didn't enjoy it. I felt like it was a waste of time getting in debt for a degree that in an industry that is oversaturated. You know, that even when you finished, you weren't guaranteed a job and you had to go do, free work experience. And when you do get a job, it's low salary. Like, I didn't see the worth in it. And so the first semester of this year, I had a gut feeling the whole time that I wanted to drop out. But I was fearful because I didn't know what I wanted to do or if I was going to get judged by my parents or whoever else. But yeah, I was fearful. I went to my first event and that really opened my eyes. I had the likes of Gary Vee, Grant Cardone, Karen Ray. Seeing all these highly successful people who didn't even go to uni or if they dropped out, and they're still achieving what majority of people will never achieve. And it just flicked a switch in me, made me realize, that's the stuff I wanted to do. I wanted to focus on building my family business and myself personally. So the week after that event, I went into campus and I dropped out, and honestly, thus far, it's been the best decision I've made. In regards to footy this year, to be honest, I had a pretty average year. I don't know what it was, if it was the coaching or the playing group, but I just didn't enjoy it. It felt like more of a chore to go to training and play, and I just lost the love for the game. But the back end of the season, I ended up finishing the year with Glenmore Park A reserves, and I gained my love back for the game. I could actually go out there and play footy, not have to play all these structures. I got to go out and actually have fun, and it sparked my love for it again, which I'm really grateful for. Also, going to this event and following all these successful people on Instagram, YouTube, it really inspired me to start vlogging, now podcasting, to, build my personal brand and grow as a person. To be honest, at the beginning of the year, I never would have thought to do any of this. And I've really jumped out of my comfort zone. Fuck it, I had nothing to lose. There was only benefits behind it, building my confidence and communication skills. So honestly, this year it's been a stepping stone, a really big year for me. It's been setting the foundation for a big 2020, especially these last 6 months. It's like building a house. This back 6 months of the year is, putting in place the supports to pour the concrete. And the next 6 to 12 months of next year is like actually pouring that concrete and making sure it's, it's strong and setting that really strong foundation for the years to come. And I'm really excited for next year. So in regards to some goals for next year, I've broken it up into business, personal, footy, and relationships. Now, in regards to business, my goal is to grow my family business to at least double. I want to hire a few more people so there's less stress on my parents, and they can actually start to relax and enjoy their life and not have to worry all about the business. We've set a goal for $1 million in revenue. I like to set the bar high and aim for the stars. What do I got to lose? Nothing. To achieve this, I need to continue to implement the strategies I learned from these events, especially when it comes to content creation. I want to make our company well known in 2020. it's going to be a good year. You know, I need to continue to pump out the content and make our company well known and build our brand. Another business goal, I want to purchase my first rental property. That's been on the list for a while now. I've just been working hard to save my money. So I need to continue to save my money, continue to do research and learn about the property market, and possibly, you know, look into finding someone who is successful in the real estate investing, you know, that could help me and give me advice, because really I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But yeah, that's another big goal of mine that I really want to achieve next year. And obviously throughout the year I'm going to have other goals and other aspirations, and I just need to, you know, jump into it head first. Don't be fearful of failing. Now, with my goals for footy next year, so I've changed clubs once again. Yes, call me a club slut, whatever. I'm now at the Windsor Wolves, and honestly, training has been really good. So I've just finished pre-season for before Christmas. I've really enjoyed training. It's a great bunch of blokes. Even the training staff, man, they're awesome. I've actually enjoyed going to every training session. And honestly, this is the first pre-season where I've felt the fittest and healthiest. You know, fitness is usually my weakness. I hate it, as do most people. But I set a goal this pre-season to really improve my fitness, even if that meant, you know, losing a few kilos. A few years back, you know, I was 8 kilos heavier, you know, bigger, stronger. But honestly, my fitness and my speed was fucking shit. I couldn't last the whole game. So there's no use being bigger and stronger if you can't last. You know, it's an 80-minute game. My goal for footy this year is really just to stay injury free, and I want to really break into that Ron Massey, and I want to play at least 10 plus games. I just want to continue to improve every week, which puts me in the best position to go to a higher level and, you know, achieve much more in the game. How I plan to do this? Well, recovery is key. Throughout this pre-season, after every session, having ice baths, stretching. I've got to continue to stay hydrated, make sure I'm drinking at least 3 liters a day, you know, continue to have a good diet. You know, I'm reasonably healthy anyway, but just stay on track of it, more healthier options. Sometimes I break out of that and, you know, eat junk food, which most people do. And when it comes to training, you know, just giving it 100%. Train how you're going to play. That's the only way you're going to get better. And I just need to continue to practice on the parts of my game that I need to improve. I felt last year, defense, I lacked a lot in defense, especially in reading defense. So it's been something I've been looking at working on this pre-season, and I want to continue to work on. Now, coming over to my personal goals, obviously I want to continue to grow and improve my knowledge, you know, continue to jump out of my comfort zone and do things I would not normally do. Continue going to events. I've already booked 2 in for next year already. So one is the Wolf of Wall Street with Jordan Belford. Another one with Tom Bilyeu. He's the guy that started Quest Nutrition. He did that to fight obesity for his family from suffering. And after 10 years, he turned that into a $1 billion business, sold it for cash. Now he's a very successful host of the podcast called The Healthy Theory. Go check it out. It's really interesting. Another event I am looking at going to is Karen Ray's 3-day workshop. You know, it's based around mindset, planning, marketing, sales, and leadership. That's something I'm going to look into going with my brother. I want to book it in around January. It's in April, I think, but it costs a fair bit of money, so I'm just saving up for that. That's going to be a huge investment. Towards the back end of next year, I want to go to Tony Robbins' event called Unleash the Power Within. You know, it's based on turning your fears into your power and, you know, identifying your greatest passion, learning how to focus your energy on what you truly want and not what you fear. So that's a real personal development thing. I'm hoping to bring my partner along to that. I reckon she'll get a lot out of that. Just continuing to read, books. Reading books has never been a strong point of mine. Just to sit there and read, I can't concentrate for that long. But, I want to at least read, 1 to 2 books a month, even if it's like 10, 20 pages a day. Just forcing myself to do that. I want to grow this podcast as well as my vlogs. Also, I need to get the other microphone set up and just start reaching out to people who I believe have a great story to tell. If any of you listeners believe you have a great story to tell, or someone that's interested in jumping on, feel free to message me. I'm interested. Growing this podcast and vlogs, it's really going to help me improve my communication skills. Thus increasing my confidence and reducing my anxiety. I want to travel. I want to go to New Zealand next year, and eventually I want to go to places around the world that are less fortunate than us, and give back to those communities that help out. That's something I really want to do in the future, give back. That's really important to me. Now, coming to my relationship goals, everyone loves relationships. So I want to continue to build my relationship with my partner and just help her to grow as a person and achieve her goals and be happy and successful. My partner can be really stubborn at times, which is a pain in the ass, but I just got to learn to be patient and not push her too much. Like the saying goes, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't force it to drink. She has massive potential and she'll achieve a lot. She just needs to break through that barrier and that relationship with fear and realize that even though she may fail at times, she's going to learn from those experiences and it's only going to make her better. From my side of things, I want to work on being more present in the relationship and just listening to her. One thing I struggle with is when she's venting to me, I always try to come up with solutions for everything and, tell her what she should do. But I need to remember that most times girls just want to vent. They don't really want a solution. They just want to tell you how they feel, get it all out. So I just need to learn to, sit back, listen, and show my support. I want to, show more love and appreciation for her and the things that she does for me. I want to start taking her out on more dates and just making her feel special. That's what girls want. They want to feel special. So these are all my goals. Well, majority of my goals for 2020. Obviously, they're going to change. They may change. They may not. But at the end of the day, my goal is to just be better than when I was 12 months ago. My goal, I want to aim to be the best version of me. That's all that matters. As long as I'm better than where I was 12 months ago, I'm happy. So in regards to that, thank you for tuning in. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'd really appreciate that. And share this podcast with your friends and drop me a review on iTunes. I'd really love to hear what you guys think and what you want to see from me in the future and what content you like. So cheers for listening, and I'll see you in the next episode. Cheers.